Welcome to TYT Interviews. We've got a great interview for you today. One of our favorites at the Young Turks is Nikki Deloach. I found out for the first time that you play the mom in that series, and I was like, I thought you were like, you know, the high schooler or whatever. I'm like, the mom?
What? No.
No, I swear to you.
High school, please. You know, you grow up in this business, and my journey in this industry has been, there's been so many ups and so many downs. And I celebrate the downs as much as I do the ups, because the downs are what have really made me the person that I am. And I don't know who I would be if it was just, you know what I mean? Smooth sailing all the way through.
Does anybody have that? If they do.
Yeah, they do. Justin Timberlake has that.
So you know Justin Timberlake, right? So you guys did Mickey Mouse Club together?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to jump around here a little bit because, so I would imagine someone who's had nothing but victories like Timberlake, you're right. He's a very rare case that that's the case. Might be totally unbearable. It reminds me of Mitt Romney a little bit, where everything was a silver spoon to like, you know, just, and then he becomes this guy who can't relate to people like, oh, if you want to get an education or start your own business, why don't you just have your parents pay for it? Hey, Dick, we don't all have that kind of parents with that kind of money.
Hey, Mitt.
Hey, so that's the more polite way to go.
Yeah.
So is Justin unbearable, or is he as good a guy as he appears, you know, when you see him?
Yeah, he has a good group of people around him. The way that he is actually, you know, structured himself, his company essentially, is that, you know, it's friends and family who are around him. So he's been very smart about that. And having those friends and family that you've grown up with working around you, it definitely keeps you grounded and sane. So he's had a very different journey than, say, like other kids who have grown up. And what I was going to say before is I've had those moments like in my lows where I really thought, like, did I do this for validation? Am I doing this for the right reasons? Like, because I grew up in it, and I just said, oh, well, this is just what I'm supposed to do because I've been doing it. There was a point in my life where I sat down and really, really sought that out, and I went to community college for 2 years. This was like after, you know, being in a music group and being on TV for years and all of this. I went to community college for a couple of years and really found my footing and figured it out. And I figured out that since the day I was born, I have been a storyteller. And it's not just about I was born for acting. I was born to tell stories. And that bleeds over into every part of my life. I love to hear someone's story. I think it's what connects us and what makes us human. And the more that you can relate to somebody else and you hear their story, all of a sudden you move away from judging them, and you all of a sudden become, oh, well, I can feel empathy or compassion. And that, to me, brings us closer together on a humanitarian level.
So today on The Point, we had a discussion about how fake the entertainment industry is.
Yeah. Like
somebody had a nip slip, was that planned, et cetera.
Like, I don't know how many times they've said that Jennifer Aniston is pregnant, and she's never been pregnant, but like every couple of months they come out with like a Jen Aniston is pregnant story. I think now there's another cover of a magazine where like Jen Aniston is pregnant.
Having been in the industry though, when you see like Jennifer Aniston's pregnant, you're like, oh, there goes her PR agent again, pretending that she's pregnant and leaking the story. Or like, oh, somebody got out of a car and we saw this or that.
I think it's just because, you know, they go after celebrities that they know, but I think it's money. I think that if people love Jennifer Aniston, and if they see her on the cover of a tabloid, they're going to buy it because they love her. Same thing with Sandra Bullock. The same, you know, there's certain celebrities, Kim Kardashian or any Kardashian, but I feel like it all comes down to money, and that drives this entire industry. So, I mean, it's probably very hard not to take it personal, but it's a very impersonal business that they take part in, it's solely based on your personal life. It's this weird thing that happens because they're not thinking about it in terms, they're just wanting to make money.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Of course it does. So it turns out it's all about the money. I didn't see that coming.
I mean, come on, right?
So this Mickey Mouse Club is insane, right?
It's
so
insane,
I got to look. So Kerry Russell, Ryan Gosling, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, you, JC... Chasez, who you wound up dating.
I did.
Okay. So what happened there? Like, why did that become the center of the universe? Like, did anyone realize at the time that these are going to be like the most successful people in entertainment ever?
Oh no, I think we were just kids that finally felt like we belonged somewhere, like we saw ourselves in each other, you know, because we were all on these same journeys in our own little hometowns or wherever we were. We were all born with this thing inside of us that we wanted to do, and we didn't understand fame, and we didn't understand any of that. We just knew we loved to do this so much, and so now here we are doing it every day. It didn't feel like a job. It just felt like, oh, well, this is the best thing in the world.
That sounds great. That's, like I said, that's why we love having you on all the TYT shows.
Me too. I love all the TYT shows.